and you want to go into the military, I am quite sure that my experience would not look the same as y'all's. And if we can't wake that up, then we're really being complicit.
They don't look at your race.
I don't think your skin tone makes any difference.
Well,
As somebody,
yes, it does.
No,
Well,
as
I'm
somebody,
sorry.
no, as somebody who's
But it
serving in the
doesn't.
For
military,
you to
as
tell a
somebody
black
who, no,
person that is so
as somebody who's
problematic,
serving,
for you
So
to
why
tell
do
a
you have
person
to
of
put
color
black in
here,
front of it?
because I am, this is my experience, and how dare you sit up here and say
no,
that?
It's disrespectful
as
for
somebody
you to
who's
tell a white
serving-
person
Hold on,
that.
just
You
a second. Let me
screamed
finish
at
my
him,
point.
and you
I did not
just
scream
yes,
at a
you
point.
did.
No,
No, you're
wanted
being
me to come
disrespectful.
back.
Rewind the tape,
You
you
wanted me
screamed.
here, and I'm
You
here.
screamed.
Stop. We're good.
You need to calm down.
No, you
We're
do,
gonna
honey.
change the rules.
My God, someone get a Xanax for her.
Keep it cute, girl. Keep it real cute.
This is the Transparency Podcast Show.
What happened this weekend?
Yeah, I think history was kind of made a little bit. We brought over our community that usually doesn't support that platform or usually doesn't watch that platform because they wanted to see trans and non-binary people actually being able to face off with each other about the issues that affects us and being able to do it in a way where we all have differences of opinion and just different political views and all of the things. And I believe, like, as a trans activist, um, it could be a little minute because there's a level of complicitness in our community where we feel like we have to hold these type of issues in within ourselves because we don't want to ruin the trans experience. We don't want to ruin the trans movement. But we were the ones that broke through that. And the amount of cis people who tuned in to watch trans and non-binary issues. This morning when I looked at the YouTube video at the 21st hour, it had over 447,000 views. Literally within the first 24 hours. We are breaking history here. It was one of the most intense, controversial conversations, but we're doing it.
Clearly. And then Alex, what happened to you this weekend?
Yeah, I was also a participant in this. Let's call it I mean, I would call it a situation. To be honest, I know Blossom, you said that we won, but I feel like really nobody fucking won this thing at the end of the day
Yeah.
because, there's a few things that I want to address about this whole situation. But one thing I wanted, to make sure that people really understand is as you're watching, this Jubilee episode or Middle Ground episode, there's some history actually between Blair and I.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
So Blair actually, in the past, essentially reposted one of my posts that I'd created. It was an educational post and bullied me and then blocked me. Oops, sorry. Bullied me and then blocked me. And then, I didn't even know who she was until months later when somebody told me that she'd done this. But I realized then I was like, oh, no wonder I had all these hundreds of like hate comments come in all of a sudden. And it happens every once in a while. And like usually when that happens, I'm like, where is it posted? Who reposted something? Some far right media, something, or someone posted something. So in this case, it might have been one of those times, might have been her. So there was history there. And when I got there to the studio, I didn't know, I don't think many of us didn't really know who was going to be on the actual episode.
Yeah.
So I didn't know Blair was going to be there, but I heard her voice. And the reason I heard her voice is because I heard her say, I'm not here to change my mind about anything. And I was like, oh my God, it's Blair. And I was like, oh man, this is going to be much more challenging than I thought. Because to be honest, like who wants to sit there in front of bullies, in front of any bully? Like I don't want to entertain any bully. And I feel like by being there, I was entertaining this. And this is behavior that I just don't generally entertain. And then it made me look like a bully because of all the context that was missing against Blair. But in reality, she has been the bully this entire time.